I have been recording for, I don't even know, maybe 15 minutes or so. And I'm so pissed off. I was trying to use a different type of recording. And and then it said that I couldn't record anymore. I don't know. It had a capacity. Why does it always have a capacity? And it's never like an hour or something. No, it's like 15 minutes or something. I don't understand. Why does it have a capacity on how much I can record? I don't understand. So I just recorded a whole bunch. I just recorded an entire first part of this episode, and now it's just gone. It's going great. So I'm trying something else, and I don't know how long it can do. I don't know why it has a capacity, which is really driving me nuts. So I'm gonna have to be checking in on it periodically. I'm hoping that this sounds okay, and we're gonna have to start our episode again. Okay? Which is driving me nuts. Um, but let's do it. Let's start this episode again. Hello. Welcome to my new episode that I was not just filming for 15 to 30 minutes ago, and it didn't even work. So we're back. We have Bingo with us. Um I don't even remember what I did. We changed up the set a little bit. I have a different little comforter going that's a little bit more summery, which I love, and I've got a little bit different over here. Um, I've been quite MIA with podcasting for a while, and I realized that, and that's because it's been very rough the past couple of months, and I've just been trying to heal and work on myself. And um, yeah, again, I really hope that this audio is okay so we can freaking work it. Ugh, I'm so mad. I don't know why it's not working. Um, yeah, so again, I don't really remember all that I said. Maybe I shouldn't have said all of that stuff. Honestly, I don't know what I said, and I'm so mad. I have to refilm all of this. See, this is why it takes me a long time to film these kinds of things because we run into problems, we run into issues that we did not expect to have happen, and we gotta just kind of figure it out on the way. Um, I don't remember what my latest episode was, like the one before this. Um, but I think I just kind of touched on Valentine's Day maybe, and all of February was very rocky for a lot of people in my kind of little circle. And so I have still been kind of healing and trying to go through that. And, at one point I thought that I had figured it out and had been healed, and then it all came back. So it's just been kind of a rocky couple of months, and I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be trying to try this again if the audio works this time. Ugh, so frustrating. Um, I'm trying to make this feel a little more cozy. I'm in a cozy top and cozy pants because I really don't want to be in anything fancy. So this is what you're gonna get. Sorry. And I'm feeling a lot better because the sun's out. It's so nice out, and I love when it's warm and sunny and just happy, and it makes you feel like a ray of sunshine. It's great. Also today's episode's gonna be a Q&A. We're gonna go through some funny questions. We're gonna just have a little giggle. We're gonna have some fun. And yeah, I mean, at least it shows me on this one how long I've been filming. So that the next time if something happens, I know how long. Because I couldn't even see that. I don't know why it wasn't working. Anyway, um, also, the whole reason why I'm doing something different, before I was recording through Spotify, which would have been great if I put my stuff on Spotify, which I actually don't. So, that's not a part of it. But the thing with that one is that Spotify got rid of their recording thing. You have to do it with Riverside now, which I've never done anything with Riverside, so I can't really say I have anything against it, but I wasn't really planning on having to like pay for it or anything, so we're gonna work with what we have for right now because we're not gonna do that. Anyway, so why don't we actually go ahead and get into our Q&A so that we can get that out of the way before something weird happens again with the recording. We've had our little catch up, doing good. I'm trying to feel better. I hope all of you all are doing good. I'm sending hugs and kisses to everybody, even though basically the people who are watching are just my family, so I can just go ahead and do that. Um, but if there are anybody who aren't my family, I am sending you love, and I'm really happy that you're here to listen to me yap about silliness. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these questions that I already answered, but are where they were not recorded. Anyway, enough about that. Okay, so the first question is if you could be any character from your favorite shows, who would you be? And I said from H2O, Just Add Water, it's my number one favorite show, I would be Cleo. Love her. She's so cute. I think she looks more like me. She got the brown hair. And also, she has Lewis, which we love Lewis. He's a god. So that's great. Also, go watch that show if you haven't because it's a great show. And then I also said Parks and Recreation is another one of my favorite shows. And I think that I would probably be April. She's one of my favorites. And I love her humor, her like dry, dark humor. That's one of my favorite parts about her. So I think I would be her. And then I also said Modern Family, and I feel like I'm basically Haley. Like, her and I seem to have a lot of similar characteristics, so I think I would probably be her. Um, I who is my favorite? I really love Gloria too. I think she's a fun character as well. Um, yeah. So that's for that one. And there was also the question of who? What is your favorite animal? And I said dolphin because I love anything to do with the water and like mermaids. So I really love dolphins. I think they're super cute. But I also love, what did I say? Capybaras. I also love capybaras. I mean, who doesn't love a capybara? They're so cute. Okay, they're so cute. They're literally just a large guinea pig. They're adorable. Okay, then we also see we already got on this when we had an issue. Okay. The next one was childhood crush, animated and live action movies. So I'm also assuming that TV shows can be part of this too because I watched a lot of TV shows. So first of all, I said that we didn't really watch a lot of stuff as a kid, and um, the stuff that we did watch was kind of more live action stuff. So I don't think that I had any animated crushes, which might be weird. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people do, which like I get, it's fine. But I don't think I had any animated crushes. We watched a lot of Electric Company and the new version. We watched a little bit of the older version, but we watched more of the new version because it had come out. It had just come out when we were watching it, and I most definitely had a crush on Hector. I mean, like he's the main older brother character, and I most definitely had a crush on him. Um, I think that was it. I don't think that I had a crush on anyone else in that show. And honestly, I'm trying to think, what else did we even watch as a kid? Now, we obviously watched Narnia. That was a movie that we watched, and I most definitely had a crush on Ben Barnes, Prince Cassian. Beautiful. Um, and obviously, I had a crush on Peter and Edmund. Well, Edmund was later in my life. Like now, I would probably pick Edmund over Peter, but Peter was the most like common one, you know? Um, I think that's basically all the like most common shows that we watched as a kid. Um, so yeah. And again, no animated ones. I don't even know what we watched that was animated. I think we watched like Word Girl, um, and this is always the thing. When someone asks you a question like this, I immediately my mind is just clear. And I'm like, I've actually never watched a movie ever in my life. It's actually never happened. I hate that. Like, yeah, I watched a movie in my life. Why am I like fully blanking right now? Anyway, those are the ones that I've sort of. I think would be the ones that I would go with. Yeah. Okay, and then what's your favorite episode from H2O or Bluey? Also Bluey. Well, we see we have Bingo here. Bingo's from Bluey, and that's another one of my favorite shows, but that's like a favorite show right now. And my favorite episode of H2O, I don't remember the name of it. I think that I found the name of it a while ago, but I don't remember which one it was, what it's called. But it's the one, it's the one where Cleo has to like work overtime at her job because she works at the Marine Park. And I think one of the dolphins is sick or something. So she has to work overtime. And I don't know why she has to hide it from her family, but like her family doesn't know. And so she's like sneaking away to take care of this sick dolphin. And at the same time, Zane, which is like an old family friend of theirs, and he's technically like the mean one, which I think he's great. So he is kind of mean to the other girls, but he's trying to do some research on marine life because he's trying to find out who saved him from the shipwreck. And this is gonna make absolutely no sense if you haven't watched it. If you haven't watched it, so sorry. Um, so he's trying to figure out who saved him from the shipwreck, and he needs some like information on marine life, and so he goes to Cleo and he's like, "Hey, do you have some access to the like archives or something on marine life? Could you let me borrow it?" And so then she's like, "Sure." So then they're going to the marine park at the same time, basically. And because Cleo's sneaking away to take care of the sick dolphin, her sister, again, it's always her sister's fault. Kim is like a meanie weenie and drives me nuts. Kim then just automatically assumes that she's sneaking away to see a boy. And when she sees Cleo and Zane together, she's like, "Oh my God, they're dating." Oh, it's so funny. So then she like Kim, like tells everybody, "Oh my God, they're dating, and I think they're gonna go get married, and like, oh my God, they're leaving, they're gonna get eloped." And so they all the whole family, both Zane and Cleo's family, goes all the way to the marine park and is like so worried that they're getting married young. Which what part of that made you think? Anyway, and unfortunately, it was right at that moment that they arrived that the owner of the marine park was like chit-chatting with them by the water, and Zane and Cleo were both like crouched down, like petting the dolphin, the sick dolphin. Remember, that was the whole point. They were petting the sick dolphin, but they were like across from each other. So it looked like they were sitting there, like getting married. And then the owner of the marine park is like talking to them, but it looks like he's like standing there, like officiating their wedding. And Cam was like, "Oh my God, they're getting alarmed. Oh my God, they're gonna run up."
I knew it! Stop the wedding!
What? And everybody's like, "What? Why would we get married? What the heck?" It's such a good episode of like misunderstanding. I love those kind of episodes where like one person said something different and then the other person heard it differently and then it's all a whole misunderstanding and it's really silly. So, I think that's a very long-winded explanation for which one's my favorite. Sorry. But I think that would be my favorite H2O episode. Bluey. I don't know. I don't feel like I've rewatched Bluey enough to like know all the different episodes. Um, all of them are so good and so funny and so just like sweet, and I don't think I have a favorite. I think I love all of the Bluey episodes equally. They're all amazing. I mean, I definitely love episodes of Bingo more, but I love them all much equally. Um, let's see. We do have talk about your experience homeschooling as one of the questions. which I would love to answer, but I was wondering, how would you guys think about me doing an entire episode on that? Like, I thought that could be a good, because I've got a lot of stuff to say. I mean, I might not have enough stuff to say for an entire episode, but I do have things to say. Not all like I don't know that it would be long enough for an episode, but I do have some things to say about it, and I think that's a good topic to talk about. Um, so maybe I'll save that one for a whole episode. And then we actually have an entire article with like just silly, funny, debatable questions that I thought we could talk about. One of my friends sent it to me, and I thought that we could just like randomly talk about it. And you guys could like put in the comments what you think about these questions because I'd love to know. I think it's funny. Maybe I should do like a polls, some polls on Instagram or something on what your all's opinions are on it. Um, the first one is a hot dog a sandwich? And to that I say no. I get where people might think it is, and I don't know how to justify that it's not. But I feel like it's in a category of its own. I feel like it's in a category of a taco. Because I don't feel like a taco is in any category either. Like a taco's not a wrap, like a burrito or like a salad wrap or something. A salad wrap, a lettuce wrap. What's a salad wrap? It's like a wrap about salads. Um, so I feel like it's in a category of its own. I don't think that it's in the same category as a sandwich. I think it's with taco because taco doesn't really have a category either. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Put in the comments. Chat, chat below. Tell me what you think about that question because honestly, I don't know. I'd love to know your all's opinions on that because I don't know. I don't think that I have enough valid reasoning to say that it's not a sandwich, but those are my thoughts. Okay, next one is should pineapple be a pizza topping? I've actually never tried pineapple on pizza, but I think it'd be great. I think it'd be really tasty. I'm kind of someone who I'm someone who's certain sweet and savory things together makes me want to throw up. But other stuff is actually pretty good. So I'd say yeah. I'd say yeah it is. Is cereal a soup? No. No, it's not a soup. Do you have broth in there? I think that broth makes it a soup. Chili's not a soup. Soup is its own category, guys. Again with the food categories, okay? Soup is its own category, and cereal is not it. Cereal is milk and cereal. That's not soup. Maybe it's a soupy consistency, yes, but it's not soup. I think soup needs to be number one, savory, and number two, have broth, which thus makes it savory. Okay? Again, chat below. What do you think? What's your opinion on this? I'd love to know. Is tomato a fruit or vegetable? Okay, this is something I do know. I'm pretty sure tomatoes are a fruit because they have a seed. And that's something we can debate about, but I'm pretty sure that's true. It's kind of like cucumbers a fruit, avocados a fruit. They all have seeds, but other vegetables are and there are some things that are its own category. Like I was saying, food has categories. Basically, the the consistence of this what word did I even say there? I don't even know that I said a real word. The This whole episode, what you want to take from this episode is that food has its own little categories. In my mind, they've got little categories they go into. Okay, and then should toilet paper be hung over or under? I think I'm an over kind of girl. I don't I don't know. I think I just automatically put it over because it makes more sense to like pull out is to pull off of the roll is to be over top, right? That makes more sense to me. I don't know. Is a straw necessary to drink a beverage? No, but it makes it more fun. Okay, especially if you have one of those little swiggly straws. Never had one, never drank out of one of those, but seems like fun. Yeah, I think that straws, I mean, look at me. I'm drinking out of a straw, and it's great. It's much more fun that way. It makes drinking a beverage more exciting. Now, okay, now here there is a debate to that. Some beverages don't need a straw, or it's weird to drink out of a straw. And those beverages are hot beverages. They should not have a straw. That's weird. Like if you're drinking a cup of tea, don't drink it with a straw unless it's iced tea. If it's a warm drink, if it's a warm beverage, you shouldn't be drinking it with a straw. If it's a cold beverage, most definitely drink it with a straw. That's what I think. All right, next question. Is it better to be an early bird or a night owl? Um, Health wise, I think it's probably better to be an early bird, um, and go to bed early. For me, comfort wise, it's to be a night owl because I really love, I like, I am a night person. Like, I don't like getting up early. I don't like getting up in the morning in general. And so I'd much rather stay up late than get up. But that's just me. But I think that, like, health wise and mood wise and all that stuff, it would probably be better to wake up earlier. Okay. Um, should you wash dishes before putting them in the dishwasher? Now, this is a question that I see for how dirty are they? You know? Like if they've got like a lot of stuff stuck on them and you really need a scrub to get it off, I think you should do a little once over, like a little scrub. Just a little one will do. I think a little scrub would do. And then you could pop it in the dishwasher. You could wash it, that's fine. But I don't think that it needs a full washing. But then ones that you can just rinse off and pop it in there, great. Or ones like if you think it could just rinse off, I would just pop it in there without even rinsing it off. That's just me. Okay, next. Should you put ketchup on a hot dog? I think so. I think that ketchup's pretty tasty. I mean, I do like hot dogs on their own, but I also like them with ketchup, so I'd say yes. But also, like, what's the flavoring of the hot dog? If the hot dog has like a certain flavor, I probably wouldn't put ketchup on it. I don't know. That's a good question. Chat, can you put below what you think about that? Because I'd also like to know. You know? Okay. Next question. Is it wrong to wear socks with sandals? Um, I think so. I think that there is an exception with slides, like the type of shoe slides. I think if you're rocking some slides with socks, I can understand why. Like you want to wear socks inside, but you want to pop on some slides to like go outside or something, that's fine. If they are like Velcro on or like buckle up sandals that are like fully, they buckle up all around your foot, take your socks off, you can go. Do not, do not walk in here with sandals and socks like that. Okay? I'm glad we got that straight. Okay. Oh, it says, is pineapple an acceptable pizza topping or should it be banned forever? We already covered that. I think it's a great topping, and we're just gonna move on. Okay, these are funny, controversial questions. Should cats or dogs rule the world? I'm a dog person, personally, so I would say dogs, but I don't know. I think that cats are so incredibly self-centered that I worry how they would run the world. But every dog breed is different. So, I don't know. Why are we talking about this like it's a serious question? Um, so I don't know how that would work. Like what kind of breed would be ruling the world? Is it just all dogs in general? Because I would say dogs, but it might be different. Okay. Next question. Is it better to be rich or famous? I definitely think it would be better to be famous. I think there's a lot of controversy around being rich, and at one point I wanted to be super rich and super famous like at the same time. And while I still think that having a bunch of money is kind of the only way to survive or do any of that kind of stuff, I don't think it's necessary anymore. Like I would I would rather be famous, I guess. And I think that money would come with fame, right? At some point. Anyway, tell me your thoughts. Okay, is it okay to eat cookies for breakfast? No. I mean, depending on the type of cookie. Is this like a meat cookie? Because then sure. I mean, I have my own thoughts on what's healthy to eat and stuff. And I think that if you want to eat a cookie for breakfast, sure. I don't think it's a yes or no, honestly. For me personally, I would eat a cookie for breakfast, but I also might not. It's just whatever I'm in the mood for it was what I do. Whatever I'm in the mood for, I will do. Okay. Should aliens be allowed to visit Earth? What if they already have? What if they already have? I don't know. I think that the topic of aliens is so interesting. I love watching alien documentaries and um shows like that in general. I think they're so fun. Um and I always had the wondering of have aliens already come to Earth or are they already here? What is an alien? What we've deemed them as these little green guys. But what if there's something different? We don't know. And that's so interesting. So, I think they should be allowed to visit Earth. If if they do or not is the question I think here, and I don't really care. Okay. Um, is it better to be a superhero or a supervillain? Goodness. I will say that I have started to side with the supervillains over the years because I really think that they are just so incredibly misunderstood and they just need therapy. They just need someone to talk to. They just need help. Don't get me wrong, there are some villains or bad guys that are like beyond help in some sense. But I wish that we would have kind of put asking for help and all that kind of stuff more prevalent and stuff like that because I think it would help. But also being a superhero, you kind of have this always have to be good, always have to do the right thing, always have to be perfect kind of like thing to you. And you don't think that's good either. And I don't think there's ever, I don't know, there's such a weird kind of thing between superheroes and supervillains and all that stuff. So I honestly don't know what my answer to that would be. What do you all think? Because that's an interesting topic on that. All right, next question. Should we have a National Pirate Day? Yes, I think that would be great. Honestly, we should have some more like really random national days, like National Pirate Day. What would we do? We'd just dress up as pirates? Everything we did in the day had to be pirate related? Or would it be like what would we do? That's a discussion we need to have. What would Pirate Day consist of? What would we even do on a day like that? That's a good one. Well, this recording has stopped, so we're gonna have to start again. So just bear with me as I start this again. We're just gonna scoot over here and change it. Turn it off. I think it's recording again. Yeah. We are right at 30 minutes on the timer here, which is nice. We got pretty far. And it's still recording the audio, so I think that's so interesting to me. Like, oh, this bingo stuffed animal has a little like voice box in it that says things, and it's very sensitive. And so if you just like slightly move anything, it'll say something. It's actually kind of scary sometimes. Like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, let's get back into it. I think we'll wrap up pretty soon because my voice is starting to get a little scratchy. Again, as always, I'm like, I talk normally all day. I don't know why all of a sudden I start getting all scratchy when I start doing this. What? What? Okay. Let's see. Let's find a really funny one to kind of. Oh, here's one. Should socks always match, or is mismatched socks a fashion statement? You know, I love things to kind of just be like nice and matched. So I would say that matched socks is great. I think they should always be matching. I also think that sometimes mismatched socks are kind of fun as a fashion statement. So I'd say, I don't know, I'm kind of in between. For me personally, I want my socks to be matching. And if they're not, I don't want them to be showing. Like if they're not matching, excuse me, fine, you know? But I don't want anyone else to see it because it annoys me. Um, there's a lot of like copies of some of the questions, which is kind of annoying. Let's see. What's something funny? Also, if you have any other questions, you can always put it in the comments and I can do it on the next one. I can answer it in the comments, whatever. Um, because I find it very fun to answer questions and debate them. They're really fun to me. Yeah, okay. So that was basically the whole idea of this episode was to just kind of answer some questions and be silly and talk about silly stuff like usual because we're silly people. We love that. I'm gonna try to get back into doing a schedule of this. I guess this is technically what's the next month? June. I guess this is June's episode. And then I'll try to film one in June to put out in July because I am behind on that. And I want to get back into this and keep doing it because it's fun. And I just want some more topics. I don't really know what to talk about, and I don't think chit-chatting about my life is enough because even month by month, there's not enough stuff to talk about. So, I'd love some options of what to talk about, some things that you guys might find fun to talk about, and I'll keep trying to figure out what I want to do with this and see how we can do it and try to figure out technical problems so that we don't have them because it's annoying. Ugh, it's so annoying. Um, and it's very annoying that I just lost the whole first half of this episode. Anyway, okay, so yeah, that was today's episode. Just some fun questions. Some fun, silly questions with me and Bingo. I will try to get this up for June, and I will look forward to hearing what you guys think and if you guys have any other ideas for this podcast, or if I should do something else, or if I should do something else, and I'll keep trying to find other things to do and put out. I'm just babbling now because I don't really know what to say or how to end this. This is going to be a shorter episode because I really didn't have a lot to say, and I'm okay with that. It's okay to have a shorter episode. At least to me. I think it's okay. Um, I love you all so much. Thank you for listening and for watching. And I will catch you all next month, I guess. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta think.